Hi, good morning Oliver. My name is Evelyn Midfield. I'm your invigilator for the OET-speaking session on the 3rd of August 2021. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Well, I'm great. Can you tell me your full name for the record, please?
My full name is Oliver Stone.
And what is your candidate number, please?
My candidate number is 232082127.
Thank you. And you are taking this test as a nurse? Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Can I see your ID, please?
Sure. Here it is.
The warm-up questions are not assessed and are a chance for us to get used to each other's voices. We'll just talk for 2 to 3 minutes.
All right.
What qualities should a good nurse have?
A good nurse should be caring to assist patients in their most scary and vulnerable times. The nurse should have good communication skills to communicate effectively with other people, including patients, families, and physicians. Also, he or she should have empathy, be attentive to detail, be a problem solver, and be self-motivated.
What do you consider your most positive trait?
I think one of my most positive traits is my ability to find the good in things. We all have bad days, but even when things aren't going exactly as I want, I try to look at the big picture and find ways the situation could work out well. I hope to carry that same outlook through nursing school and as a nurse, so that I can be a source of encouragement to my patients and their families.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to continue offering quality nursing care. I expect to be more skilled and experienced in the field. Moreover, I intend to pursue a short course in management. That way, I will be able to handle managerial and administrative duties.
How do you deal with stress from your job?
Stress is inevitable in my career. Sometimes, I'm stressed by some life-threatening cases I handle or unexplainable death cases. When that happens, I make sure to engage in some workouts after work. I have found out that exercise helps me to take away stress.
What is your greatest skill?
I possess a variety of skills that enable me to perform effectively. My greatest one is the ability to listen to patients. It can be frustrating for a patient or any person to realize they are not being heard. But through experience, I have learned that listening to patients helps to make them comfortable and have peace of mind. Through listening, I understand their needs and concerns. That enables me to offer appropriate service and care.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, let's move on to role play now. I'll take the part of the patient or perhaps a relative, and you'll take your professional role. The purpose of the role play is to get evidence of your ability to communicate effectively with patients. Use your ability to fulfill as much of the role play as possible. Do you have any questions?
No.
You have up to 3 minutes to prepare the role play. You will start the role play after that time. I'll let you know when 3 minutes are up. You can ask me if there's anything you are not sure about, and you can make notes on the role play card if you want to. Here's a pencil for making notes.
Thank you.
You can look at the card during the test, but you must return it to me at the end of the test. Please start preparing now. Thank you. Your preparation time is over. You can now start your OET-speaking role play. Don't worry if I stop you when the time is up.
Good morning. My name is Brad Strauss, one of the nurses working in the clinic. How may I help you today?
Good morning, Brad. I am here to get some advice on my daughter's condition.
All right. Definitely, I am happy to help you. Well, how may I address you?
You can call me Steffi.
Okay, Steffi, please tell me what advice you are looking for.
Nurse, my daughter is having frequent nightmares. I would like to get some advice about how to deal with it.
I am sorry to hear that. Can I have the name and age of your daughter for the records, please?
Sure, her name is Ashley and she is 4-year-old.
Thank you. Steffi, for my better understanding, please explain more details about Ashley's nightmares.
Nurse, Ashley starts to have a nightmare 2 weeks before. Initially, I didn't bother too much. But, as days passed, it started getting worse. Last week, she had a nightmare 4 times. Her sleep is getting disturbed, moreover she is panicking.
I can realize the situation. May I know how you manage the situation?
Well, nurse, most of the days, I woke up in the middle of the night hearing her screaming. She will be crying and won't let me move from her bed. I will sit alongside her, till she falls asleep.
Thank you for your information, Steffi. From your words, I really came to understand the situation. First of all, let me explain to you about childhood nightmares.
Okay.
Childhood nightmares are very common, and not to be overly concerned about it. This will usually be self-limiting by age 7. I can reassure you that she will overcome this as she grows up.
All right.
For your better understanding, I would like to outline the usual causes of nightmares.
That will be of great help, nurse.
Mostly, if a child comes across new situations or had experiences, it will influence the child, which turns out to be a nightmare. Next, if your child has some worries, it will trigger such conditions. Another interesting fact is that, if your child is having an active imagination state, the child will be imagining the situations, which will also result in such conditions.
Okay.
Well, it can also be due to overstimulation. Overstimulation happens when children are swamped by more experiences, sensations, noise and activity than they can cope with. Now, Steffi, did you find any relevance in these to your child's condition?
Actually, nurse, Ashley is so obsessed with the stories. She used to listen to stories either on television or narrated by any of us. Will it result in overthinking and cause the problem?
Yes, Steffi. Her obsession with the stories can be the reason. To analyze the situation, let me explain the likely trigger for your child's condition.
Okay, you may please.
I suspect her habit of listening to bedtime stories might be triggering her. The stories she is paying attention to are making her think about it subconsciously, which makes her have an active imagination, resulting in nightmares.
Oh, I see.
Try not to worry about it. I will provide some suggestions for the prevention of nightmares. Most importantly, avoid exciting stories or TV programs at night. Since she is having nightmares at present, we have to create a calming bedtime routine for her. Listening to melodious and pleasant songs or music, having sweets, jokes or activities that make her laugh, etc. For the time being, it is also important to use nightlight to make her void of the dark atmosphere.
It sounds great. I think these are very practical things. Indeed, I will try your suggestions.
Thank you for accepting my suggestions. Beyond these, I would like to give some advice on the management of nightmares. The foremost thing is to discuss her worries or any concerns with your child and try to provide solutions to all and make her confident. Secondly, make her stay calm, so that her mindset will be pleasant and settled. Always try to comfort her and distract her mind from triggering factors.
Definitely, I will take care of it.
Steffi, there are certain things you need to be cautious about. I'll explain them to you. There are some risks associated with sleeping with your child after she had a nightmare. If you do so, it will make your child more dependent on parents, which in future will have negative effects. Moreover, the association of a nightmare with being alone will increase. As a result, her fear will also be at its peak whenever she becomes alone. Try to avoid those mistakes.
Of course, nurse. I will avoid such mistakes.
I hope I have clarified all your concerns.
Yes, definitely.
Please feel free to contact us for any queries. I wish your daughter a speedy recovery.
Thank you. And that is the end of your OET-speaking roleplay. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please like this video and encourage us.
Subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Kindly comment your suggestions and help us do better.